morning, everyone. Today I have a wonderful guest called Soni Somarajan, who is my younger colleague and who is known to me for the last 20 years. I'm really privileged to bring in for my show, Dream to Destiny, where I'll bring inspiring personalities like Soni Somarajan who can motivate us to reach our dreams. I have read your poems that you have shared some dream with a title about something. Can you just explain much more about to
Oh
my audience?
yes, oh yes. You are talking about the poem called "Dream Selfie."
Yeah,
So
correct.
yeah, so this is quite interesting. Actually, I'll tell you what it is about. I mean, this poem was actually born from the fact that in every dream I see, whenever I have dreams, in my dreams, I don't see a wheelchair.
Okay.
I'm always walking or running or something like that.
Wow, that's good.
And and so this is something that has always struck me, and whenever I have dreams I'm quite normal in the thing. So I'm not sure whether it is also due to the fact that probably either I have not reconciled to that fact that I'm in a wheelchair, or probably in my mind I am I think uh, I can't say whether it is about acceptance or not, because I clearly uh, plan my life or plan my day every day based on what I can do and all that. So I'm not sure. I bring in or factor in the difficulties that I have. So even when friends call me over, or they want to go on a trip and they call me over to go along with them, I think I never think about the difficulties as such of how it will be like, and also depending on them to kind of to go for the holiday or go for a break or anything. So I think my dreams are probably a reflection of my actual life, in the sense that the wheelchair doesn't seem to exist in my scheme of things.
Great,
So,
great. Very courageous and very
so
positive thought.
yeah,
When you
so
start thinking about
I
your
am
negative
yeah.
things,
So
they
I
always become negative. So when you are thinking that it's not going to affect you anymore, so
yeah.
that could be
So
one of the result that you are successful today.
I think it is also due to the fact that my friends and the people close to me never give me the thing about me being kind of unable to do things. I think they have supported me, and whatever I have wanted to do, they have supported me. I think
Wow, wow.
that has also they have enabled me. So
Oh,
when
that's
I
very good.
say that, I have been enabled throughout by a body of people, by
Friends.
a
Great,
community of
great.
friends, and
So,
my school friends and my college friends, and all these people. So when I talk about the book First Contact, it is also enabled by them. You know, uh, uh,
okay.
this book represents that group of people who have always been with me, and that large circle of friends and well-wishers, and so much love and acceptance that I've got, and the fact that I have been always motivated and inspired to do things the normal way. And I think coupled with the fact that there is always this uh, desire in me that I'm able to do things just as all the people around me do, or probably even better than what they do. It is
Wow.
sort of a compensatory act for, kind of my shortcomings physically. So I feel that all these people around me have made me feel otherwise. And I think that is also the reason why I think the wheelchair doesn't come in my dream, because it's probably not part of my reality. But it is my reality, and it is
But
also,
yeah,
I
I think
accept that, yeah,
yeah.
I accept that the wheelchair is also, it defines me. Because sometimes when I talk to people who don't exactly know me, but probably have met me if met me once or something, especially utility guys and all that. So when I call them on the phone, it's very easy for them to recognize me when I say that I am the guy who sits in the wheelchair. So then they recognize me very fast. But these are people who do utility services around here. So
I know.
probably gas delivery or whatever it is. that sort of thing. So they understand who they
I
are talking
understand.
to
I
and make
understand.
quite an
Yeah,
impact.
talking to.
So,
See,
and
Sony, I think let me just interrupt here. You have been very positive, and I wanted to take this message across to many people out there. See, when you have difficulties, what happens is that especially this pandemic which you are going through, we are all demotivated. We are so depressed, and thanks to Sony and his community, and I also want to express my gratitude to Sony's friends who has made him so positive because there are a lot of people around to help him out. So that is why he is there, and he has utilized his opportunities, and he has come out strong enough. So, guys who are all with Sony, the community, the Sainik school, the HM community, who all stood with him, his family members, hats off if you make Sony a wonderful personality like this. And look at this message, what he's saying. He says wheelchair is not in his subconscious mind. So he's been acting as a normal human being. So well-deserved applause from my side, Sony. Well motivated talk.
thank you so
Thank you.
much.
I'm not interrupting here. We are allowed to go because this, the energy what you put me through, I am also charged to ask a couple of more questions. Okay. And all right. So the first book has been a very successful thing. Contact, where you have touched like an autobiography starting from 1974, 79, 2013 to 2017 or 18, I guess. So you have been editing and you are a perfectionist. That's what I understand. You've been continuously editing to make it the best book around. Is that true? Your contemporaries,
I
your people who follow says that you are never happy with what you have written. Is that true?
think it can work in two ways. I think the pursuit of perfection is learning a lesson from that is that you never reach that. Okay, perfection is probably a relative term. So earlier when I obsessed too much about it, but I've learned along the years, especially while reading the book, I mean writing the book as such, I think we can do what is best possible. What is best possible. At the end of the whole effort, you should be able to look back and say that, okay, I have given it my best. That's what I could do, that sort of thing. But earlier, I wasn't a person like this in the sense that I would do something and be not satisfied about it at all. And that would depress me, and I would take it really personally. And that would kind of bog me down and prevent me from creating or working or writing further or that sort of thing. And it is only with as life has progressed and by learning so many things from life itself and from people I deeply respect and the people around me that I learned to kind of temper my feelings in that area of this pursuit of perfection. But yes, as far as this book is concerned, I have given a lot of time to it. And I would always say to anyone who is trying to build a collection that time is a very important factor in the writing process as well as in the what do you call editing process. So it is not like you set a deadline for your collection. Uh, be willing to go beyond the deadline in the sense that because otherwise if you try to hitch that also to perfection, then you are going to suffer, then your work is going to look hurried, in that sense, and probably you must not have thought through a particular concept so much that you are able to delve into it deeper and get a better poem or a better idea out of
Literature.
it.
Okay.
So time is a great factor in this, and I think also the fact that my career as a uh, copywriter and editor has also meant that I have very little time left for poetry actually. So I had to seize
Uh-huh.
every moment that I got. I had to seize every moment I got. But it also meant that there were significant delays in between while writing the manuscript itself. But that actually acted to my advantage because every time I returned to the manuscript, I had a better idea for a particular poem and then I would rewrite it completely. So most of
Okay,
the
great.
poems in the collection have been written again, edited. And I think there was also a lot of thought process behind them, trying to get to a better way of expressing what you have already written there. So there has been a journey of patience as far as the book is concerned. But that also happened because it was not like I actually planned it that way. It had just happened like that. And
Just
therefore,
like that.
what has happened is that the work itself, I think it shows that some amount of effort has been put in, a large amount of time has also been put in. I am basically
Okay.
a lazy writer in the sense that I think my first book took only 47 years. So, and as you know, most people write quite early in their lives and when they are interested. And even if you look at writers of my age, they would have probably have 5 or 6 books behind them. So, there is a whole lot of what do you call flexibility that later came into my behavior and my thought processes that helped me to get this book done. So that's what it is.
I think a start is very much everybody's looking for. Once you start, I believe that you can also roll out a lot of books. And saying that, do you have any plans for writing more books or more poetries coming on the way?
Right now, I haven't given much deep thought to it. But naturally, everyone I am associated with expects a second book. But whether it is going to be poetry or a continuation of what I have left unsaid in the first book, that I don't know what is going to happen. I will just let it come to me. And there's also what do you call another project that I'm thinking about of actually recording the life of someone from my family who was a brilliant poet. So she was one of the what do you call poets who kind of was at the beginning of the 20th century, and she was a pioneer in a lot of ways.
Was never read.
Yeah, she was a pioneer in a lot of ways, and she was also a fighter for a aspirant for women's rights and women's freedom.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sure.
So a lot of things are in the background from your side, I guess so. And the final thing is, I know what I've seen is that it always a pain in your journey, but you never, put forward, put it rightly in your poems. You try to put a line somewhere, try to be happy, and and always with a smile and with a fighting spirit. Maybe the Sainik school and IHM, education has really proved to fight it out. My sincere request to you that there are a lot of people who is listening to you. There are a lot of people who have a lot of wealth and health and everything. Still, they're depressed. So maybe a humble suggestion or a submission to all the people who are listening to you, because you have come with a lot of difficulties. It's not easy, and I know that we all know that. But then now today you are sitting with a book and you have come with a book, and from your point of view, what is the one quality that there are a lot of people depressed out there. So what is the message that you would like to give to many of us who are depressed because of the pandemic or COVID, or youngsters, middle people who lost a lot of jobs? So some messages from your side.
I'm not sure whether I am in a position to advise, but what I can say is that in my regard or in my in my life, it is a lot about taking one day at a time, and I call it taking small steps. So
Baby steps.
Whatever tragedy or whatever misfortune, a loss of job, a loss of a dear one, all these are very big things in someone's life, and I think we should definitely respect their kind of they're experiencing certain emotions that pull them down. I think we should respect that. And I cannot say that I have an armor against depression or feeling bad about something or feeling depressed or unable to rise up on a particular day and do something. It is a hard job for anyone who has undergone a bad phase in their life. So what I would say is that take it one day at a time. And the thing is to uh, examine your emotions and examine how you can, kind of go through, kind of a particular misfortune, how you can deal with it. But there is no first aid box for any of these things. And ultimately, the thing is that there has to be a support structure for people going through any of these things. And in my case, I think it is a support structure that has helped a lot. And it is just that there are a lot of expectations from them about me being able to do justice to what I'm capable of. So when that expectation is there, also you are trying to meet expectation. That is also a hard thing. It is not easy.
I know.
But I think every tragedy or every mistake or every loss or whatever it is you call it has something to teach us, isn't it? And though you cannot apply the same response to a situation that comes up again or something, or a similar situation, because it is unique to each person what happens to them. But all I can say is that we have to treat our life on earth, or our life here, as a privilege given to us. Unless and until you recognize that, fact, and it has to dawn on you. And if you and when it dawns on you, things change for you, because then you have to live, isn't it? You have to take that privilege and kind of do something about it. It's at the same time something to think about is, what is the aim of life itself? And I think there are no aims given to us when we are born. I think we just follow what our elders were doing, and we think that is the thing that is normal. That is what is to be done with our lives. I mean, study, grow up, get a job, get married, have a family. All these kind of things. So it is a circle. It is probably called the circle of life, right? And I think we are so caught up in it, and then sometimes I think we must realize also that in order to do all these things, we have been given this privilege of life. And it is not just about doing what is routine, but also attempting something that is way out of the ordinary. Try and do something. Let's just look at this, that this is the only life we have. So, and
to be experimental, be courageous enough to face the obstacles. Good thought for me.
Yes.
Before I wind up, I think many people wouldn't have, about the book, about First Contact. I already told them it's a collection of 64 poems. It has come in a very autobiographical way, where he started his journey from Kayangalam to Air Force Base, then to his schooling in Sainik. So he's written in a very different way, so that you can read it as get inspired. So, Soni, would you like to add more of from your perspective, because the perspective I want the audience to really go out and buy and feel inspired through your life as well as through your poems? Would you like to add more to sentence which I missed to add?
I would request everyone to support the book, and it is available on Amazon and a couple of other channels as well. But more than anything, I think this is a book that talks about our early years, all our childhood memories, the kind of things that we are all familiar with in Kerala, the landscape of it, and also the memories of a child growing up in the 70s and 80s and the 90s. And, I mean, all those, the people who remember those years will find something familiar in this book. And I think most of what we go through in life is also, kind of something interesting to talk about, something interesting to read about. And if you are looking for, a particular aspect, I'm pretty sure that some of it must be there in this book. So I guess that this book will not only serve as a, ride down memory lane, but also, kind of something to be enjoyed at leisure, and that you will be happy to read about familiar things from your childhood and Kerala, and the life that you probably, all those kids who have led their lives being part of an Air Force family or an Armed Forces family, and also going around India studying in various schools, and and also those who are part of boarding schools, who have lived in boarding schools, who have studied in boarding schools. So there are a lot of familiar things that you can read about in this book, and this little book needs all your support and encouragement.
And feel very inspired. Yeah, yeah, and feel very inspired. This is all a memories, memoir in words. That's what he calls this book. Let us all go and grab this book, The First Contact, written by Soni Somarajan. It is available on Amazon or Instant Mojo. So let us grab it and give him a word of appreciation through his wherever it is possible. It's available in Facebook and all those things. So from my side, Soni, it was a really pleasure to meet you over this small discussion for my channel, Dream to Destiny, where I try to, help people to reach their destinies, understanding their passions and interests, all those things. Again, it's a small beginning from our side, and thank you very much once again for joining. May good God bless you in all your future endeavors. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Vinu, and thank you for this opportunity. And I think this is a very welcome concept that you have established. And I tell anyone who's listening on the show to support Vinu's endeavor, and spread the word amongst your friends and family, and and your well-wishers, so that all these good messages of hope and confidence giving, advices, all these kind of things really motivate people in your life. So thank you, Vinu.
Okay.
It was
Thank you.
wonderful.
Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Okay. Take care. Okay. We'll be in touch. Bye bye.